Hey guys, happy Thursday. I am here today to tell you 14 things that you can do to make your holidays more sustainable. All right, so the first tip is to use less wrapping paper and more of the reusable bags when wrapping your holiday gifts. These bags can be used year after year and don't create waste, so they're a more sustainable way to give your gifts. Wrapping paper is actually not recyclable because it has like a plastic on it, so all your wrapping paper you have to throw away. So anything you can do to use less wrapping paper is gonna be better for the environment. The second thing that you can do is you can try using an alternate wrapping paper like an old paper bag or regular brown paper that can actually be recycled, and that will be a more sustainable way to wrap your gifts. The third thing is when you are using reusable gift bags, don't write on them. That's gonna make them hard to reuse for the next year, and you're not gonna wanna give a gift to someone that has someone else's name written on the bag. So I suggest using the tags that can be cut off and buying new tags that you can just simply tie on instead of writing on the actual bag. The fourth thing is reduce the number of gifts that you are giving. Not saying you can't give them to people, but not you are just consider not giving gag gifts. Every year, I think it's 50 million tons of gag gifts are thrown away into landfills. So it's just like a lot of trash that's being generated from buying people things that they don't want. Instead of buying people gag gifts, you could try baking them cookies or something fresh from your kitchen, something that you know they will enjoy and consume and that won't get just thrown away. The fifth thing, to avoid gifts that people don't want, just ask them what they want for the holidays. This is always what I do. And this year I'm trying out something new. I made an Amazon wish list, which has been super helpful because I could just share the link with all my family and friends who asked for a gift idea, and that way they knew that they were getting me something that I would really want, and I know that I'm not gonna be getting a bunch of things that I don't want that I have to figure out like what to do with or how to like get rid of sustainably, because thrifting them isn't always the best option because a lot of things that are thrifted actually end up in the landfill. So it's been working really well. My friends and family have been using it, and I can't tell when they've bought something. It just like disappears off the list, and I haven't been like checking to see what's gone so that I'll still be surprised on Christmas. The sixth thing that you can do is when you are eating in your hopefully small gathering for Christmas is use real plates. Real plates are much more sustainable. Paper plates cannot be recycled because they have a plastic lining on them to keep the food from dripping out. So using real plates and dishwashing them is a much more sustainable way to enjoy your holiday meal. The seventh thing is to stick with your same decorations year after year. My family never did this, but I guess some families like go out and buy all new decorations every year. I think like part of the joy of Christmas is pulling out the same decorations that you see every year and enjoying those. So I encourage you to try and make some of those traditions with your family instead of going out and buying new gifts. Our tree here, you can tell, is just like an assortment of different ornaments from year after year of just gathering up, and some from our families that they've given us. I'm not gonna buy new ornaments and I'm not gonna buy new things. I think it's better to have a collection of random. It really feels homey and holiday. The eighth thing you can do is shop local. You can buy your gifts from local small stores, or you can even buy the food that you're gonna consume on the holidays locally. I am trying to grow a lot of the food that I'm gonna cook for my family here in the garden. So that's definitely an option for things that you can do. Look for local farmers markets and local shops to buy your gifts. The ninth thing you can do on the day of unwrapping and all the craziness is save the wrapping paper, not the wrapping paper, this stuffing paper, I don't know what you call it, tissue paper. Save the tissue paper. All I did was gathered up all the tissue paper, laid it out flat, and left it flat over the year until now, and now everything that I saved last year is perfect and good to use again because it's been laying flat for a whole year, and so it's good to use. Also save all the bows. Every bow that I have on the presents that I wrapped is from last year, and all I did was put a little circle of tape underneath and stuck it down, and so all these bows are saved from last year. The 10th thing you can do, if you get something from someone that you don't want, you're not going to use, that you would like want to give to a thrift store or throw away, consider trying to find someone that you can re-gift that to that you know will use it. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of things that go to thrift stores end up getting thrown away because they just get too much stuff. And so it's better to try and find someone who you know who will actually use it and re-gift it to them. That way it doesn't end up in a landfill. The 11th thing is, instead of asking for things, like more and more things, I feel like in our society now we just have so much stuff. Instead of trying to get more and more things, I suggest asking for things from your friends and family that you need. So this year on my list, I included things like bags of food for Nala. I included bags of food for the chickens, her treats, the chicken's treats, things that I know we go through every week and that we really need, instead of just like a bunch of extra stuff that's just gonna like fill up the house. William also asked for some couple tools that he really needs. So trying to think about on your list, instead of it being like the next new sparkly gadget, what are things that you need in your home that like get used all the time. So that's why I have Nala's dog food on there, the treats that we use for her, the chicken's food. Just trying to be more thoughtful with what I'm purchasing and what I'm asking other people to purchase for me. The 12th thing is to be cautious with the decorations that you buy. I think decorations that are purchased to throw away are crazy. Like tinsel, the little like plastic that just seems like it would make a total mess and get everywhere. I have this like sparkly thing on here, but it's a string, so I just unwrap it and re-put it on there every year. I definitely suggest buying decorations that you know you can use again year after year, instead of decorations that you know you're gonna have to throw away. The 13th thing is to buy a real tree. You'll see that I have a plastic tree right behind me. I got this plastic tree, well really my husband got this plastic tree a long time ago. And so if you already have a plastic tree, use it. I'm not saying throw it away, that's just creating more of the problem. I plan to use this like till the day I die. I'll keep this, even though it's a little it's a little worse for the wear, but it works. But if you don't have a plastic tree, definitely try and get a real tree. And I even saw now they make real trees that come in a pot, and so you put them in your home in the pot for the Christmas season, and then the tree farm like takes them back and keeps them growing. And so that's a really awesome, sustainable way to celebrate the holiday season and have your tree. Once we have, I think probably one day when we have a bigger house, we'll have 2 trees. So I'll always keep this one as one of our trees, and the second tree was going to be a real tree. And the 14th thing is that you can give sustainable swaps as your gifts. So in the past, I have given reusable water bottles as a gift. I've given reusable grocery bags as a gift, as just different ideas to get people started on things that are going to be more sustainable throughout the year, because that change that you make will be great and throughout the whole year if people continue to use those sustainable swaps and give them on. I think great ideas for this year are reusable straws. I know those are really popular. Stasher bags, which are a reusable Ziploc bag. I actually have some of those on my list. Fingers crossed someone got them. Reusable water bottles, reusable gift bags, bamboo toothbrushes, all these things that you're trying to switch in your own life are a great gift to give to people if you don't know what they want, or you don't feel like you want to ask them. That can be a great way to make sure you're buying them something that is sustainable. So that's it, guys. That's the 14 things all out of my notebook here that you can do to make your holiday season more sustainable this year. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here next week on Thursday for more gardening, houseplant, and chicken videos. Bye. Say bye, Nala.